the Upanishads, and other religious texts, law was a fertile field in our country, which was enriched by different philosophical schools. Although the modern Indian judiciary is partly a continuation of the British legal system, the fact remains that from time immemorial, our country had a well-developed jurisprudence. The ancient Indian law was based on the principle of dharma or nyaya that talk about the principle of natural justice. It is the same principle that continue to govern our judicial system today. And the
Honorable Mr. Justice L. Jamir, Judge, Gauhati High Court. Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Dinesh Maheshwari, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Hrishikesh Roy, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Dipankar Datta, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Pankaj Mittal, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice A.U. Amanullah, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Manoj Mishra, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Mukundakam Sharma, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Amitav Roy, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice A.M. Sapre, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice Ujjal Bhuiya, Chief Justice Telangana High Court. Honorable Mr. Justice N.K. Singh, Chief Justice Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court. Sri Ranjit Das, Law Minister, Government of Assam. Members of the Bar, ladies and gentlemen. It is a historic day today with the august presence of Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmuji. We have gathered here to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of the Gauhati High Court at this august platform. The glory of this occasion has been enhanced because of the gracious presence of the Honorable President of India, Madam Srimati Draupadi Murmuji. We are also delighted to have Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachudji, amidst us at this august gathering today. I part at this momentous occasion. On behalf of the people of Assam, I extend him a warm welcome to our beautiful state. While addressing the ceremonial event of the Platinum Jubilee celebration of the Gauhati High Court 2 days back, significant contribution of these courts wills on the socio-political advancement of our region. I had also spoken about the rich history and the highest judicial standard that this honorable court has always maintained right since inception. We take immense pride that the Gauhati High Court over the years has not only created a pedigree of legal but also earned a unique distinction due to its superior standards and lofty ideals. Many landmark judgments passed by this honorable court have strengthened our legal and constitutional framework, making it more robust and solid. This court has always risen to occasion whenever required. Honorable Gauhati High Court has performed its responsibility as the true guardian of human rights, protector of our constitution, and importantly, promoter of our age-old democratic tradition. The distinguished institution has been a major catalyst in empowering our citizens so far their rights are concerned. As a matter of religious practice and philosophical discourse, law in our country has a glorious history.
emanating from the Vedas, the Upanishads, and other religious texts, law was a fertile field in our country, which was enriched by different philosophical schools. Although the modern Indian judiciary is partly a continuation of the British legal system, the fact remains that from time immemorial, our country had a well-developed jurisprudence. The ancient Indian law was based on the principle of dharma or nyaya that talk about the principle of natural justice. It is the same principle that continue to govern our judicial system today, and the Gauhati High Court is a glaring example of this. I would like to reiterate the fact that the Gauhati High Court has time and again stood with the common people in their testing times and played its role as their savior. The dark days of emergency are testimony to the commendable role of Gauhati High Court in protecting civil rights of the people. I would like to draw attention of the Honorable President Ma'am that during the days of emergency, the Gauhati High Court not only admitted writ petition despite the provision of emergency, but also stayed press censorship orders on a number of newspapers and periodicals. This was phenomenal on the part of the Honorable Gauhati High Court, and not without reasons. This should be inscribed into the annals of our judicial history. The Gauhati High Court, initially known as the Assam High Court, was formally inaugurated on 5th April 1948. The court was later renamed as High Court of Assam and Nagaland, where Nagaland attained statehood in 1963. Till 1971, it exercised judicial authority over the entire Northeast. In the same year, while the reorganization of Assam, this court was renamed as the Gauhati High Court, and benches were created for Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. In 2013, to cater to the needs of Manipur, Meghalaya, and Tripura respectively. This illustrious history has given this High Court a unique identity. This uniqueness stems from the fact that for a longer span of its existence, the Gauhati High Court was the common High Court for all the 7 states of our region. This court has been dealing with the fascinating task of interpreting tribal laws and custom prevailing in the various northeastern states. Mention may be made that traditional dispute redressal system are still in force in the larger area of northeastern state amongst various tribal clans as an alternative redressal mechanism. This court is having a law research institute mainly to undertake research work into various customary laws and administration of justice prevailing in this part of the country. Upholding this distinction of conducting research in this area, this court has a number of publications to its credit. This High Court also has judicial authority on subject falling under 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. The 6th schedule, read with Article 244(2) and 275(1) of the Constitution of India, forms a special provision for a number of states of Northeast. This High Court has always played a unique role in justice delivery so far as 6th schedule matters are concerned. At this momentous occasion, I'd like to draw attention of the august gathering to a very pertinent issue which is posing a constant challenges for our judiciary. Honorable Prime Minister, while speaking at the Chief Justice Conference 2022 at Bigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, stressed upon decrowding of jails by releasing the under-trial prisoners following the guidelines of Honorable Supreme Court and National Legal Service Authority. He also emphasized on providing legal aid to the needy by taking extra effort to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
He gave importance on the Bar Council engaging more lawyers in this campaign. According to Prime Minister, ease of justice should get equal importance like ease of doing business and ease of living. Dealing with the pendency of cases, our government has taken some important decision. One such decision relates to withdrawal of petty offence cases to bring down the pendency cases with the provision of punishment up to 3 years with or without fine were taken into consideration for withdrawal, barring the cases of heinous nature. Till the month of February, we have succeeded to withdraw 27,000 such cases. It is estimated that around 1 lakh criminal cases will be disposed of, which will reduce the burden on lower courts. This will in turn facilitate the courts to devote time for serious offences and other cases. This will also take care of speedy trial and envisaged under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. I have also committed for creation of as many posts as required in lower judiciary along with adequate infrastructure. In fact, we have also decided to create a new campus for Gauhati High Court within this, starting the war represent our region in the parliament. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen that courts in India have rapidly adopted digital technologies, which is now becoming a regular practice. It is commendable that taking digitization further in May 2020, the Honorable Supreme Court introduced a new system of e-filing as a process tool and artificial intelligence as reference support infrastructure. I congratulate Honorable Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, who has been an active part of this transformation in the justice delivery system in the country. Government of Assam welcome all digitization initiative in the state judiciary and is ready to extend all kind of support required for its sport implementation. Before winding up my speech, I must appreciate the fact that the Gauhati High Court has always maintained its high tradition to uphold the rights of the people. I am confident that this tradition will continue perpetually in the days to come, setting new benchmark for other institutions to follow. I once again thank Honorable President Madam Srimati Draupadi Murmuji for her gracious presence at today's event. I also thank Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud for being with us today in this remarkable occasion. I once again congratulate Honorable Chief Justice of Gauhati High Court, Justice Sanjeev Mehta ji, and all the present and former judges, lawyers, and staff of this honorable court on this auspicious Platinum Jubilee celebration. With these few words, thanking the august gathering, I bring an end to my words. Thank you. Joy.
कि न्याय जो वास्तव में है इस देश की रग में है कि आपके द्वारा किए हुए हर फैसले को सर माथे पर रख करके देश को चलाता है। इसीलिए 75 वर्ष के इस लोकतंत्र में यही एकमात्र देश है जिसने अब उतार चढ़ाव देखने के बाद भी ये देश निरंतर प्रगति की ओर बढ़ता रहा है। मैं सोचता हूँ आप पर बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है। इस जिम्मेदारी को और मजबूती से आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास करें। और एक बार महामहिम राष्ट्रपति महोदय, आपका बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं आसाम की जनता की तरफ से, यहाँ बैठे हुए सभी साथियों की तरफ से। आपने इस कार्यक्रम में आकर के इसको जो ऊंचाई दी है उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन, बहुत बहुत स्वागत।
I would now request Srimati Draupadi Murmu, Honorable President of India, to kindly deliver her valuable speech.
Governor of Assam, Sri Gulab Chand Kataria ji, Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud ji, Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Hemant Biswa Sarma ji, Union Minister for Law and Justice, Sri Kiren Rijiju ji, Chief Justice of Gauhati High Court, Sri Justice Sandeep Mehta ji, Judge of Gauhati High Court, Sri Justice L. Jamir ji, Judges of the Supreme Court of India, Judges of Gauhati High Court, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar, Johar. I am indeed glad to be here among you on this occasion, which is historic for the Gauhati High Court. Completing 75 years of public service is undoubtedly a cause of great pride. So let me first congratulate all those associated with this court, judges, lawyers, and court employees of the past and the present for their significant contribution to this outstanding institution. I also congratulate the people of the Northeast in general and the people of Assam in particular, as they have also made crucial contributions to this achievement. A period of 75 years is but a blink in history, but it is indeed a long time for individuals and the institutions they built. Last year, we began celebrating 75 years of independence. The whole nation is celebrating this in the form of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which with patriotic fervor. Milestones like this make us aware of the past that has shaped our present. That is also true for our celebrations today. Today's occasion reminds us of the vision and commitment of those who shaped this institution in its early years. The Gauhati High Court, of course, holds a unique place in India's judicial landscape. After its inception in 1948, it had jurisdiction over 7 states for more than 6 decades and still has jurisdiction over 4 states. At one point of time, its jurisdiction included Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh. After the establishment of separate high courts for the states of Manipur, Meghalaya and Tripura in 2013, the Gauhati High Court has jurisdiction over the states of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh with its principal seat at Gauhati and 3 permanent benches in Kohima, Aizawl and Itanagar. The Gauhati High Court has also established a distinct identity for itself by producing a number of legal luminaries, some of whom have also ascended to the distinguished position of the Chief Justice of India. It has also received attention for delivering several landmark decisions. I am confident that the Gauhati High Court will continue to serve the people in the same manner in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the northeastern region comprising 8 states is aptly described as the area of Ashtalakshmi. This region of the rising sun is possibly the best example of how various communities have lived together historically. As a result, it has rich ethnic and linguistic diversity. In such a region, institutions need to have a great deal of sensitivity and responsibility as divergent traditions and laws govern the lives of the people of the region. The indigenous people of the hill areas prefer conciliatory processes rather than somewhat adverse areas may vary, but the entire area is administered by a common High Court. In this light, it is heartening to see that the Gauhati High Court continues to uphold the customary laws that have been in practice in some of the states under its jurisdiction. By respecting the sentiments of the indigenous people, this institution has helped enhance the ethos of peaceful coexistence in this region. Thus, this court has rightly take pride in administering justice in an area with great variation geographically, typically, as well as ethnically. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was thinking about the achievement of the Gauhati High Court, I also gave a thought to the role of justice in our society. The foundation of India as a modern republic is our magnificent constitution, whose cornerstone is justice. The framer of the constitution had a vision that had emerged out of our glorious freedom struggle. They envisioned independent India as a nation where all citizens were equal in every sense of the term. Equality was meant not only as equality before law. That is why their notion of justice was quite expansive. Justice includes economic and social justice as well. Indeed, it expands beyond 2 or 3 aspects, and it becomes the duty of every generation to make the term meaningful in its time. In our time, I believe we must become sensitive to ecological justice. Environmental degradation has led to great injustice to many communities around the world. In fact, we need to be sensitive to other species as well as towards the whole ecology, because humankind as a whole has done unprecedented damage. That is injustice to the other members of Mother Nature's family. Working towards ecological justice can take many forms, and the legal fraternity, I am sure, will also make meaningful contributions to it. Speaking of justice, I cannot help but repeat what I have said before. I strongly believe that justice, by definition, has to be inclusive and that must be accessible to all. However, access to justice is hindered by many factors. Cost of justice is one of them, and we need to keep expanding the reach of free legal counseling. The language of justice is another hindrance, but there is praiseworthy progress in that direction, and the higher judiciary has started making verdicts. The progress in that direction, and the higher judiciary has started making verdicts available in more and more regional languages. There can be many more innovations to make the legal processes inclusive in terms of language. We should also note the increasing role of technology in the administration of justice. This welcome development has been solving many problems that had affected the system for long. I especially urge the young generation, young lawyers and students of law to find technological solutions in the legal domain that can provide a helping hand to the poor and the needy. लेकिन मैं चीफ जस्टिस से सहमत हूँ। कितने लोगों को हम टेक्नोलॉजी, कितने लोगों के पास हम अभी तक पहुँचाए हैं? उन लोगों को हम पहुँचाए हैं नेटवर्क, जो एक्चुअली सिस्टम के बारे में पता है, जो एडुकेटेड है। इसलिए मैं सब गवर्नमेंट से अनुरोध करती हूँ, आग्रह करती हूँ, जल्द से जल्द सभी लोगों को टेक्नोलॉजी पहुंचाने के लिए जो माध्यम चाहिए, जो प्रोसेस चाहिए, उनको एक्सेस होना चाहिए। Ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate all individuals associated with the Gauhati High Court on the occasion of completion of 75 years of its service to justice and jurisprudence. I wish you and this august institution all the best for the journey ahead. As the festival spirit welcoming Ronguli Bihu is in the air, I offer my warmest greetings to all of you. मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ। मैं नवंबर 26 में कुछ बातें ऐसे मैं कही थी, उसके बारे में चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया संज्ञान लिए हैं, गवर्नमेंट भी उसके बारे में सोचे हैं और थोड़ा बहुत काम शुरू हुआ है। मुझे लगता है ये केवल शुरुआत ही है, आगे अच्छे से अच्छे होगा और लोगों को जस्टिस मिलेगा। थैंक यू। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
I would request all present to kindly rise for the national anthem. The national anthem.